Thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone, to the program. We've been discussing the issues leading to the suspension of Senator Ali Ndume, representing Borno State. That man might be away for a long time from the upper chambers of the National Assembly. He's been sent home by his own colleagues for 6 months. Senator Matthew Irohide and Honorable West Ida also have been talking to us on this one from our Abuja studio. Let's continue with the conversation now, gentlemen. Let me quickly come again to you, Honorable West Ida also, which of course I would like Senator Irohide to link this. A senator representing a state that is just getting out of insurgency, doesn't it look insensitive, looking at, again, perception of the Senate from the people's point of view, considering what has happened in the last few days? Does it not look like the Senate and the senators are overreaching their bounds in some of these issues, and perhaps they should slow down, because the issues of budget is there, several issues of national interest are there, and these kind of issues coming up? What do you make about the PR of the Senate at this time?
Well, I think it has to do with some level of institutional rigidity. You know that sometimes the quest to defend institutions can overwhelm the institution itself and shut its eyes to the realities on ground. I feel sorry for his senatorial district. I know they have a lot of IDPs. I know, of course, that that's an area that is recovering from insurgency, and that more than ever before, they need their senator now to push for policies that can help to reestablish them. But above that, I think that the Senate, in its wisdom and compassion, can revisit this case on the grounds of extreme matters of national importance that are pending in that area. I also want to believe that this is not the first time a matter of privilege will be taken up on the basis of newspaper publications. And the most important point is that once the Senate has exonerated those who were accused, it had a duty to be merciful to the complainant, because the complainant didn't manufacture that information. He probably drew the attention of the Senate to circulated online information. And so it was like killing a fly on a glass table with a sledgehammer.
Let me quickly go to Senator Irohide on this one. If you look at the person of Senator Ali Ndume, it looks so much that that man has been embattled in the last few days. Take a look at his profile again, representing Borno South. And he was appointed Senate Majority Leader on the 25th of June 2015 and was removed on the 10th of January 2017, and now suspended just a few weeks after. It looks so much that there is something this man has done that is that's angered some cabal, some people will say, in the Senate. Take, for example, the man being considered for the ESCC job is from the same state. Isn't there an undercurrent in that, in all of these, Senator Irohide?
Well, first and foremost, I don't believe so. You know that there's a cabal first in the Senate or outside the Senate. You know that is which one thing, Senator Ali Ndume, and of course, secondly, you know there are 3 senators from Borno State. You know, and incidentally, he's from Borno South, just like you rightly said. Senator Baba Kaka, who is in the Senate, he's from the same senatorial district as Mr. Magu, you know, whose appointment was brought to the Senate for confirmation by Mr. President. I want to say that, you know, we shouldn't look at this thing, you know, more than, you know, what the eye really can see, you know, and, you know, elucidate. Let it be that, you know, this matter has been treated on its own merit. You know, the Senate, in his wisdom, you know, has looked at this matter. Senator Ali Ndume is an epitome of, you know, an accomplished legislator, no doubt about that. Somebody who has the experience, who has been in National Assembly, House of Representatives from 2003, and this is the second time he's coming to the Senate. So you cannot say that he's a novice. So he knew the full implication, you know, when, of course, you know, he came to the public, you know, I mean, through the floor of the Senate, to make the pronouncement that he made. I don't want us to impute, things really, that were not on the table before the conversation was made. He appeared before our committee, 2 days ago, Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petitions, committee, and he was given ample time, to defend, his position on this matter. And I want to say that a lot of us too, we're indifferent to, what the outcome was going to be. But after a while, having a cursory look at this whole event and the way it has played out, we just believe too that, look, we too must cleanse ourselves, in the Senate. This is an institution that is bigger than any one of us. If, of course, as he raised that issue, and, maybe Senator Dino Malai was really found, not to possess that degree as he had alleged, of course, that one would have impugned on the integrity of the Senate, no doubt about that. And for me, for any person, for that matter, to come to the floor of the Senate, to say that, yes, it is in social media that this way doesn't have a degree after all. We know there were events that were precedent to that, to that proclamation, because, if
Senator Irohide, if I may quickly butt in, just to draw your attention that it doesn't look like Senator Ali Ndume was raising an allegation. He was drawing the attention of the Senate to what has been happening or what is being reported online, on the social media. Should he be vilified for that?
And now you say, look, please, we must be able to have a very clear understanding. It came under, order of privilege in our own, other book. And when it came under order 43, he was saying that himself, his privilege too has been trampled upon, or has been called to question because one of us, is purported not to have or alleged not to have a university degree. And then, of course, he went ahead to, to say that, if a matter of privilege too, that the vehicle that was cleared that is in the fleet of the Senate President, was cleared with, fictitious, papers of National Assembly. Of course, these were very weighty allegations. Look, we have executive sessions, closed-door sections, where any person who felt, that his privileges were in doubt, could have come ahead, to ask questions.
All right, Senator Ride, as we close now, let me allow Honorable Wesley Daus to give us his final words on this one. With your experience and your law experience also, just in a few seconds, what do you think could be a way out for what may look like a showdown that is looming in the Senate?
Well, the way out is for some compromise to be struck. I still believe that the Senate was in error in the pronouncement that they made, and I also think that Senator Ndume should reach out to senior senators and explain his position that he was not the accuser, he was merely an indicator. And I also think that if that is done, the Senate should be compassionate, show mercy, and allow Ndume to keep on representing his area. They need him at this time for the good governance of that area. That's what I think should be done.
Honorable Wesley Daus, a legal practitioner and a former member of the House of Representatives. Many thanks for talking to us. Senator Matthew Irohide, representing Edo State, member of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Many thanks for your thoughts tonight on the program. And that's our show. Gentlemen, thank you for coming. And that's our show for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. On behalf of the team, thanks for staying with us. Bye for now.